Hello everyone, Elias5891 here with another KTANE module tutorial. This time we're going to cover the screw module. For this one we are going to need all of the edge work, so we're going to get that first. Then we're going to take a look at how we solve this one. So here's our bomb. Let's go ahead and jot down the serial number. I can see that in the dark. 7 Charlie 4, November Romeo 7. We have an unlit SND, an unlit NSA. Ooh, lots of ports. An unlit FRK, a lit CLR, 2 batteries, and 1 holder, and that is it. Alright, this is the screw module. You have a stage indicator, which is written in Thai numerals, so it doesn't demonstrate those in your manual, but a quick glance, you're probably not going to know what stage you're on. 4 buttons. These will always be labeled A, B, C, D in some order. This will change as we go through the stages. And 6 screw holes of varying colors. These screw holes, the colors will be randomized. You'll see these 5 modules all have different colors in different orders. However, they will stay consistent from stage to stage. Now, there's a couple different ways to do this. What I personally like to do, both as the expert or the diffuser, is give out the full sequence of colors in reading order. Now obviously I can't see this one. Process of elimination, I can tell you it's green, but you can also remove this screw, see it a little clearer. So we'll do this one first. Let's zoom in on it. And the reading order, this is what I'd tell my expert, is green, yellow, red, blue, white, magenta. Green, yellow, red, blue, white, magenta. Now, if you're the expert, you got a little bit of work to do on this one. For each stage, you're going to instruct the diffuser to put the screw back into one of these holes and press one of these buttons. Then put it in a different hole, push a button. Then put it in a different hole, maybe the first one again, push a button. Move it, push a button, so on and so forth. You're going to do that 5 times total. The process we're going to do that. Well, first, let's go ahead and figure out, we know there's 5 stages. Here we have the 5 rules for which screw hole we're going to go into. They're numbered 1 to 6 in reading order. So green is 1, yellow is 2, red is 3, blue is 4, so on for this one. I'm going to actually number out my stages like this. Okay, so for the first stage, this is going to be determined by the number of batteries. We have 2 batteries, so we're going to use the second color. That's yellow. For 2, the second stage's position is determined by the rightmost digit in the serial number. The serial number is a 7, and obviously we don't have 7 screws to go in. So that's where these rules down here kick in. If the value is 7 or greater, subtract 6 until it's between 1 and 6. So you're going to modulo 6 if it goes above 6. Now, conversely, if a value is 0, treat it as a 1. So that'll be important. So we have a 7, so we're going to subtract 6, which is going to make it a 1. So we're going to put it in the first hole, that's green. The other rule, which I think is going to kick in now, is notice if the correct hole was already taken up by the screw in the previous stage, and that includes being in the initial position for the first stage. So if you try to put the screw in the same hole twice in a row, the correct hole is actually the next hole in numeric order. So for this third stage, number of ports, we have 0 ports, but if a number is 0, the actual value is 1. So we're actually at number 1, which is green, but we can't do the same hole twice in a row, so we actually go to the next one in numeric order. So that would be yellow. So we move up again to yellow. The fourth stage is number of lit indicators. We had 1 of those. So stage 1 again, that's green. Notice we didn't actually use green last time, so that's fine. Fifth stage, number of unlit indicators, that's 3. That's going to be the red hole. So these are the 5 screw holes we're going to use in each stage. From there, you're going to use this somewhat intimidatingly large table on the second page to determine which button you hit. You've got a section for if the outline color is red, yellow, green, or blue, magenta, white. And what I like to do is I'll just take the first one. It's yellow. Okay, well, up here's my outline is yellow section. Is the hole in the top row or the bottom row? Well, in this case, the hole's in the top row. So let's go through the rules. If the hole's position in the row is equal to the number of battery holders, well, we've got one battery holder, and yellow is the second one in that row, so that's false. That's not the case we have. Otherwise, if the letter A is in the first or third position, press the button C. Now here's where what I do seems to differ from what a lot of people do. Usually I'll see diffusers go ahead and give out the letters at the beginning. That way you know if that rule applies. However, a rule that's kind of like this only occurs twice in the whole rule set, once here, once here. So what I like to do is I'll go through the rules, and if I happen to hit that rule, I'll just take a little note of it. So if A in first or third, I'm going to press C. So I can, when I do this hole, when I start giving my answer to the diffuser, I'm going to ask them, is A in the first or third position? If they tell me yes, then I'm going to tell them to hit C. If not, then that's a false rule and I need to keep going. So I keep going. Otherwise, if the bomb has indicators CLR, it does, so we can stop right there. Press the button in the third position. So I'm going to ask them about A. If it's in the first or third position, I'm going to tell them to hit C. Otherwise, I'm going to tell them to hit the third one. Now, bonus, notice that we have another yellow one down here. Well, I'm going to follow the same set of rules. Yellow's not going to move. So I have the same rule here. Alright, let's take a look at green. Green is top section. Green is top row. So I'm using the same set of rules. If the hole's position is equal to the number of battery holders. Well, green is in the first position in this row. We have one battery holder. So that is actually true. So we're going to push the button in the fourth position. So we're going to hit the button in the fourth position. Again, I have a second green one. Same rule's going to apply. So there's that part done. Now we need to figure out red. Red, top row, we're sticking with this rule set. Hole position equal number of battery holders. Well, no, one holder is not equal to 3. If letter A is in the first or third position, press C. We don't know that yet, so we'll take a note to ask. Otherwise, bomb has indicators CLR. Yes, has CLR. Press the button in the third position. And there, whoops, I don't know what I just did. So there we are. There's my rules. So now I'm ready to give my answer to the diffuser. I'm going to tell them, okay, yellow hole is A in the first or third position. So they can check first position, third position. No. Hit the third button. Stage 1 is done. Notice this incremented to my second symbol. Then I would tell them, all right, green, fourth position. Green, fourth position. Yellow, is A in the first or third position? Yes, it is. This time A is in the first position. So yes, press C. Green, fourth position. Red, is A in the first or third position? No. Press the third button. And we're done. Now, like I say, some people will get the letters each stage. You can do it that way. I find doing it this way, where you just prompt about the particular letter you're looking for, to be quicker, save some time, save some back and forth, so the screw is not eating as much of the total diffuser time. Now let's do one more on this bomb. Let's do this one down here. Unscrew. Alright, for this one, my sequence is red, blue, white, green, yellow, magenta. Stage-wise, what are we looking at? Stage 1, number of batteries, that was 2, that's blue. Stage 2, rightmost serial number, that's a 7, which is equal to a 1, so that's red. Third stage, ports, that's 0. 0 is equal to 1, but we just used 1, so we up it again to 2, so that's blue. Number of lit indicators, that's 1, that's red. Number of unlit indicators, that's 3, that's white. So blue, red, white's going to be my sequence. We get to go down to the second set of rules this time. Blue, red, white. We're in the top row consistently, though. That's okay. And if we did all of these, you'd actually see we're going to stay in the top row on all of them, because I'm always going to do second, first, third. Just the way it works. So, for blue, if the hole's position in the row is equal to number of port types, we have no port types, so it's not in the 0th position. Otherwise, if the letter C is in the 2nd or 4th position, hey, there's that other rule of that format. So we're going to check, is C in the 2nd or 4th position? If so, we're going to press the button labeled B. Otherwise, if the bomb has indicators CAR, nope. FRQ, nope. SND, haha. We do have that one, press the button in the 4th position. So that's my rule for blue. And we're going to copy it down here, because it's my rule for all the blues. Let's do red. Actually, you know what, let's do white next. I'm going to jump ahead because white's going to use this same set of rules. It's still in the top row, so we're still going to use this set. Position in the row equal to number of port types, still not true. Nothing can be in the 0th position. So we're going to have the C in the 2nd, 4th position. And then we're going to have the S and D rule. So we're going to use actually the same rules we used for blue. Is C in the 2nd or 4th position? Hit B, and if not, bomb has indicator S and D, so press the button in the 4th position. Alright, so that's got blue and white down. That just leaves red. Red in the top row. If the hole's position is equal to number of battery holders, it is in the 1st position. We have 1 battery holder. This is true. We're going to push the button in the 4th position. Alright, so let's do this one. Blue, is C in the 2nd or 4th position? No. Hit the 4th position. Red, 4th position. Blue, is C in the 2nd or 4th position? It is not. Hit hit 4th position. Back to red, 4th position. To white, is C in the 2nd or 4th position? No. Hit the 4th position. Hit the 4th position every time that time. Interesting. So back 4th, and we ended up hitting 4th every time, because C never was anywhere else to change that rule. Alright, let's back out and get a little edge work. Maybe get some, let's get a different pattern going. Different rules always good. The more data to practice with, the better. Now I'm going to throw in another piece of edge work that you don't normally hear. What do we have here? We have 3 batteries and 2 holders. We have a RCA and a PS2 port on 2 port plates, one of which is empty. And I said 3 and 2. Actually, I have 3 and 3. That's kind of important to get right. 3 batteries, 3 holders, RCA and PS2 on 2 port plates, and number November 65, Papa Tango 4. And let's do this one down here. My sequence is blue, red, green, magenta, yellow, white. Alright, let's figure out which color screw we're doing first. First stage, number of batteries, 3 batteries, 3rd position, green. Second stage, rightmost digit, that's a 4. 4th position is a magenta. 3rd stage position, number of ports, 2 ports, 2nd position is red. Fourth stage, number of lit indicators, that's 0. 0 becomes a 1, that's blue. Fifth stage, unlit indicators, that's 0. 0 becomes a 1, but we just did 1, so we bump up to the next one, that's 2. So we got to look up 4 this time. A little better than last time. Let's start with green. Holds position in the row equal to number of battery holders. Third position, 3 holders. This is true. We're going to hit the button in the fourth position. Next up, magenta. Magenta is down here, and magenta is in the bottom row this time. So we'll get to see some of the bottom row rules. If the button's position in the row is equal to the number of port plates, notice I grabbed the number of plates. This is why, because this rule can kick in. We had 2 port plates. It is in the first position of the row, so that is not a match. Otherwise, if the hole's position in the row is equal to the total number of indicators, 0 indicators does not equal position 1. Next. Otherwise, if the hole is horizontally adjacent to yellow. Horizontally adjacent means it's just directly left or right of yellow. It is in this case. It's immediately to the left of yellow. Press the button labeled C. As a side note, if we'd gotten to the next one, if the hole is not vertically opposite green, so this one we want to see if green is across from it, up or down from it, or I guess since we're in the bottom row, technically above it, which that rule, had we not stopped here on this horizontally adjacent to yellow, this rule, not opposite green, would have caught us. We're not opposite green, we're opposite blue. So that's magenta. That's going to give us a C. Red. Here's red. Red is in the top row. Holds position equal number of battery holders. 3 holders, second position. No. Otherwise, if the letter A is in the first or third position, A, first or third position, press the button labeled C. So we got that rule again. Otherwise, if the bomb has indicators, well, it doesn't have any indicators, so nope. Otherwise, if the hole shares the same row as the blue hole. It does. It's in the same row as blue. Press the button in the first position. Alright. And we're going to copy this down for red. And then blue. Blue is down here. Blue is in the top row. If the hole's position is equal to the number of port types, that's 2. Blue is in the first position. It's not a match. Otherwise, if the letter C is in the second or fourth position, it's going to really make us check those positions this time. Press the button labeled B. We don't know that, so we'll move on. Otherwise, indicators, nope. Otherwise, if the hole shares the same hole as the red hole, well, it does. Press the button in the second position. So there's our rules. That's what we're going to tell our diffuser. Alright, green, fourth position. Magenta, letter C. Red is A in the first or third position. No. First position. Blue is C in the second or fourth position. No. Second position. Red is A in the first or third position. No. First position. Lots of back and I mean, you can do this one so that there's a lot of back and forth, or you can kind of do it like a lot of people do, like to do bulb, where you just let the expert do as much as they can. There's only a couple if-then conditions, like these letters in this case, or in the bulb case, it's is the light on or off at a certain stage. So it's kind of like prepping for bulb, where you can get pretty much everything done, just ask a question or two as you go. So let's finish this off, let you do one of your own. Let me blank the game for just a moment. And after we do that, we will give you your information and we'll see how you do with it. If you need the manual page, I've got the link down below for the website. Here's the top part. And I will try to scroll down here in a few seconds, so you can pause as you need to. Okay, but let's go ahead and get this last one going. Starting up. For your edge work, we have one battery in one holder, lit FRK, lit FRQ, unlit TRN, RCA port, RJ port, 1 port plate. Serial number is Sierra Echo 9, Whiskey Quebec 7. Screw sequence is magenta, red, yellow, green, blue, white. Take a moment, see how you do with this one, and we'll pop back up and see what you get. So go ahead and pause if you need to get these stage positions. And then pause again here if you need to get which color button you need to hit. Alright, let's take a look at this. Let's clear this out from last time. It was that's what you should have had written down. So if we glance at which positions, number of batteries, 1 battery would be magenta, but you can't do magenta on the first stage because the screw starts in the first hole. So we do red first, move to the next one. Second stage, rightmost serial, that's a 7. 7 equals 1, so we get that magenta now. Third stage, number of ports, that's 2, that's a red. Fourth stage, lit indicators, that's 2. That would be red, but we just used it, so we bump up to the next one, that's yellow. And fifth stage, unlit indicators, that's 1, so that's magenta again. These are all in the top row again, so that'll make it easy. We don't have to worry about these rules here. Red, top row. Holds position equal number of battery holders. 1 holder, second position, not the case. Otherwise, letter A in the first or third position. Press C. Otherwise, indicator CLR, FRK, we do have FRK, third position. That's going to be my red rule. Magenta is down here. Position equal to the number of port types. We had 2 types. It's in position 1. That's not a match. Otherwise, letter C in the second or fourth position. Press the button labeled B. Oops, there we go. Otherwise, indicator car, FRQ. Well, we've got an FRQ. So this rule kicks in. We're going to hit fourth position. And then for yellow, back up here, top row. Position row equal battery holders, 1 holder. Position 3, not a match. Otherwise, A in the first or third. Press C. Otherwise, indicator FRK, button in the third position. So lots of asking this time. Here we go. Red, is A in the first or third? No, third position. Magenta, is C in the second or fourth? Yes, hit B. Red, is A in the first or third? Yes, hit C. Yellow, is A in the first or third? No, hit the third. Magenta, is C in the second or fourth? No, hit the fourth. And there we go. And that, my friends, is how you will do screw. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, or suggestions about this module, feel free to leave them down below as always. Otherwise, until next time, this has been Eliott. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, have fun, and don't explode.